Welcome back to Chains of Addiction. Back at my practice playground today. My name is Max. I got Danny with me here today. We've got Honey on the back burner. We're going to fall a couple more cottonwoods. I know, big surprise. The reason we're doing so many cottonwoods in all these videos is because we have found that cutting cottonwoods when they're frozen gives you a lot more leeway with the as far as wedging and pushing it potentially somewhere where it doesn't want to go. So I promise soon we'll do some other kinds of trees, but for now it's cottonwood season. So we're going to take this decent sized cottonwood, and I've elected to push it that away because behind you there is a shed and the tree is leaning fairly well towards the shed. Kind of towards the shed and that way. So if I fall it that direction, it could drift into the shed. So rather than chance that, I'm going to follow the tree off into the woods there, just completely against the lean, so it's not going to drift. Bad news is that I have to take out at least this one little spruce tree. And I say bad news because the spruce bark beetles have decimated the spruce trees in this area, and these smaller, younger ones are the only ones that really have survived. So it is kind of a shame to take out this spruce tree, but honestly, looking at this one, it kind of looks like the beetles got to it anyway, so I'm not going to be that heartbroken. All right, so here's the shot. There's a little bitty stump on the left, a slightly larger stump on the right, and I'm gonna go basically right in between those stumps is the idea. It might drift a little bit still, might drift a little bit probably to the right, but I think I can make it in there. I'm gonna do a narrow undercut because this is not a huge tree and I need room for wedges. So narrow undercut. It'll make it a little bit harder to push over. There won't be as much leverage, but that's the way we're going to do it. See how it goes. All right, so fairly narrow undercut. I opened it up a little bit because with the wedging, we need some room for travel. And cleaned out my Dutchmans, so it's not gonna kick off to the side. That should be perfect. Okay, that went just about as good as it could have possibly gone. I was trying to pop the wedges out real quick so I could zip this corner off and get the tree to fall right in between those two stumps because I'm a perfectionist. But you saw in the video, it went perfectly fine. I mean, it just went just to the right of that right stump. If you look at the stump here, I had a good 1.5 inches, almost 2 inches of hinge on the far side and 1.25 inches on the near side. And I did it that way on purpose so that it would tend to stick a little bit further to the left. Everything came out just perfect. I had good height on my back cut. Everything was level. I mean, you really can't ask for a better stump than that, especially on a cottonwood. All right, I'm gonna just take this opportunity. This is that ported saw that I revived in the last video, and the tune is not quite right on it. I noticed it for sure in that wood. So what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna take my handy dandy tuning screwdriver. I'm gonna pop the top off of that 372 because if you pop the top off of those, it's much easier to see where the screwdriver is in relation to the carved adjustment screws. And I'm gonna do a couple of bucks here, and this is just for tuning purposes, but that's something that you should know, is that it really doesn't count if your saw runs great out here. It counts if it runs great in the wood. So let's see how it goes. I feel better. Okay.